organized crime, deep state, conspiracy, nostalgia, history. These are all the things that make up one of my favorite TV shows of all time, Snowfall. Snowfall is loosely based on the conspiracy theory that during the 80s, the CIA was importing cocaine into South Central LA to sell it and then buy guns and send money to the Contras who were rebelling against the Nicaraguans in the 80s. Now, this was the birth of the crack epidemic. And I can tell you this has been litigated with different news articles, and it was even brought in court, and they said nothing to see here. I don't necessarily know if I agree with that, but man, this was a great show. I mean, the writing was incredible. It was created by John Singleton, who created New Jack City. If you like TV shows like Breaking Bad, where it has, just an average person like Walt, who finds out he's got cancer and is willing to do whatever it takes to take care of his family, that's the same vibe you get with Snowfall. It's got drama, action, crazy scenarios, organized crime, and conspiracy of the government funding all of this. I'm going to give this show 5 bald berries. I can't wait for you to see it. Now, going a little bit deeper, I can tell you that what I really loved about this TV show was not only that, the story itself was just fascinating. I didn't know who to root for. The good guys were bad guys. The bad guys were good guys. From one minute to the other, you didn't know who you wanted to come on top here. I also loved the soundtrack. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 1982, my mom lived in Carson, which was right next to Gardena and next to Compton and Watts, which is where all of this takes place. And I knew guys like this. I knew guys that were, just in terrible situations that were trying to feed their family. And then I also knew guys that were just completely terrible people. They were corrupted, by money and greed and heavy drug use, and they were just lunatics. You didn't want to be anywhere near them. You find a little bit of something of all of that in this show, and the music just took me back to an era where, I don't know, maybe because I was in my 20s, it just felt, it was a throwback. I just felt all these really strange emotions. I love this TV show. I think that if you love shows like I said, like Breaking Bad, if you like even Pulp Fiction had some really weird scenarios that, you were put into that you thought were just unbelievable. And then all of a sudden you go, well, I guess people really are like that. I think you're going to love this show. So I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you next time.